minutes of my life with Teresa Pivowee. And I know she's a lady of beliefs, of conviction, but she's also a person of care and concern. And that's how my conversations with her on this issue went. That's how my conversations with her went. And when she stepped aside and kept her promise to let this vote take place, though she did not vote for it, she was truly a supporter in this cause. And I want to thank her personally for doing that. Ray Sullivan, the folks at Rhode Island's United for Marriage, bringing people together. Excellent, excellent, excellent advocacy. That is what turned the table. This has been a long road to hoe, and I've been there in the good times and the bad, and I'm going to just talk to you a little bit. This started with when Mike Pisatoro put the bill in 1996, but we'd already trying to move the Civil Rights Bill, a battle. Nancy did, a battle. Julie Smith, Julie Pell, moving that. And we added domestic partner benefits under Lincoln Governor for state employees. When we moved forward on burial rights and house rights, it was a shame we had to do this piecemeal approach. But in every one of those steps, you talked about the repeal of the sodomy laws, every one of those steps, the movement got bigger, got broader, and you were reaching out. Culminating in, I'll duck if there's a tomato coming, into the pastures of civil unions 2 years ago. But ladies and gentlemen, as we've seen in any movement for human and civil rights, there has to be a progression. In the civil unions, I believe, for the time, was the right step to take at the time. First, it gave people the rights for those who wanted them, could get those immediately. Wasn't what we wanted and what did not satisfy us at all. But it also energized this base. It made folks speak up, and there's many ways to speak. And we heard people, I see Joe Lazzarini here and Matt Lannon there. I mean, the generation has seen the passion. Big stood up. I knew Joe at a small, intimate setting, and I thought at the time he was 11 years old or 12 years old. But without hesitation, chastised myself and the Senate president, and I said, but that's part of democracy in action. Some of you, so thank you, Joe. Some of you remember there was a little YouTube video put out in terms of a new twist on the CeeLo Green song, telling me what to do. In that blank Teresa Pivowee Jew. But that was advocacy. Maybe it wasn't the best kind of advocacy, but I think all of that helped bring this moment to be. It was about all of us coming together, seeking redress from your government. Some articulate, some angrily, but seeking redress nonetheless. And that's what these moments are important about. That's what this matters. True equality is something that's inherently human. Equal opportunity is something that I watched when I watched my Cape Verdean mother and my Irish father in the 1960s build a biracial family together in a time when that was not the most acceptable thing to do, instilled in me a belief that we should not be treated differently, that you should have, you can have, and you should have equal opportunity. That lesson was meant to be, for me to be here today. We grew up in a family where we didn't emphasize differences. We emphasize and highlight how much we were alike. And isn't that what inherently we do as human beings? We commit to one another. We love one another. We assist. We are truly social creatures. And that is the essence of this piece of legislation. That you should be free to love and commit to the person of your choice, no matter what your gender may be. That is the essence. And the foundation of that is a very simple, yet probably the most powerful word in the English language. Love. Love. It drives everything we do. It drives me every day when I'm in here, not dealing with nice things oftentimes, because I love this state. I love Rhode Islanders. Today, I didn't think it was possible. But looking at all your wonderful faces, I love Rhode Islanders even more. Even more. So thank you for bringing that to me. People of knowledge and people to tell you stories. I love to tell stories. But I'm going to end where this all comes from. And that is with my Marcus. Marcus and I, 15 years this year. 15 years. But this, more than anything, says to me and to this dear man that we matter. That from this day forward, maybe in the sign of true equality, we're not going to be talking about same-sex marriage any longer. We're going to be talking about marriage. Marriage. He inspires me. He directs me. When you watch and care for my mother, that lived not care. Tell me that our relationship does not matter. And that's what this means to be personal. It's not easy for me to always talk about personal, but that's what this means to me more than anything, is that our relationship is sanctioned by the state in which I serve, in which I love, which I was born, and where I will probably die. But it means that we mean something, and that he means something. In the building, we like to talk about putting a face on the issue, and Ray knows about that, and he did, again, a superb job putting a face on this issue. But when I think about this issue, when they asked me in the press earlier, in terms of, I call those mighty wilderness years, that I was majority leader and had a lot of expectation, but could not move this forward because others did not want to move it forward. But I was not going anywhere. I was going to stay here. I was going to achieve, and I wanted to be on that rostrum so I could set the agenda and make sure that this got the vote and the priority that it deserved. And when they asked me what kept you going, why were you so resilient, answer simple: Marcus LeFonde. Because I know you do that for me, Marcus. I love you dearly, dearly. You're the love of my life. And to have this law take effect when the governor puts his pen to that paper means we truly do matter. And we've never doubted that we mattered, but the state now knows we matter. So thank you all for being here. Wonderful, and thank you.
Tough to follow. Our next speaker is Senator Donna Nesselbush, the prime Senate sponsor of this legislation. Though Senator Nesselbush is only in a second term, she's been active in gay rights movement for 30 years, is the only openly gay senator, and a woman who wants to get married. She was a great pick to champion this bill through the Senate.